Just thought I'd do a quickish little stream tonight, maybe an hour to an hour and a half, just leading into Winnie's boyfriend slash husband's stream tonight with the one, the only Tiffany Lockhart, which I'm just going to pin to the top of the chat. So yeah, so we'll go for about an hour, hour and a half until they're starting, and then everyone can jump over there if they so wish, which I am sure they do. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for being here, guys. So I'm gonna do one or two shorter calls tonight. One will be is it a Debbie? It's a Tiffany call, and I think it's a Debbie call. Yes, definitely a Debbie call, and also a Winnie call. And we'll just see how we go. Maybe watch some of more of Blue Boy's videos. Maybe a bit of a destination fucked. I reckon let's just take it by ear and see how we go. Hey, so let's get up our little thing. Where are we? Roll one. Stream. And so firstly, our stream image tonight is by Asbury Brad. So thank you very much, Asbury Brad. He sent this through to me. I'm a big fan of that one, and really supports my theory on Lorne as a and not unintentional is the wrong word, but a cuckold, and he doesn't actually know it. So let's just jump into it, hey? I'll make sure I'm on live chat so I don't fuck up like I usually do. And let's see all who is here. G'day to Spencer Silvera, the ballad of Silent Rick, Vast Ravioli. Great, the perfect time. You're just finishing editing for your own channel there. Tiffany Rose, Mandy S, Carrot Gaming, g'day Carrot Gaming, Genetics, g'day ma'am, yes ma'am, great to see you as always. Cindy32, Cyber Squeak, always love seeing Cyber Squeak in here. Hey Boo, I am the Senate, Ricardo Mercedes. Who else we got? Jeff W. Good evening, I am the Senate and all you cocksuckers. Well put, mate. Hey Boo, Clown with a Knife, Bitter Almonds, Randy, Asbury Brad. Yes, thank you very much, Asbury Brad. I love it. Winnie's boyfriend slash husband. Passed out Roy in the van. Get your fucking head off that horn. Kayla. G'day, Kayla. Honest. G'day, I'm just being honest. Lawns Make Believe, Lost Virginity. Hi, mate. Hardcore Poetry. Kingpin. Good and New Lifestyle Guru. G'day, good and new. Witchert. UFO Death Cult. Who else we got here? Tracy Hamill. Yeah, nah, yeah. Winnie Syllables. G'day, Winnie Syllables. G'day, Crago. G'day, Upgrade and Toad versus Ramen. Jose Aguirta. And Honorary Bogan. Hello to you all. So, let's jump into it, shall we? So, the first call, I think the first call we'll start with is we'll do the Debbie call because that's the longest. So I just want to make sure I don't run over. So I'll start with the longest one, and then we've got time. There's a nice short little Winnie one, which is really good actually because it's got quite a bit of lawn crying in it, and who doesn't need a bit of lawn crying in their life, hey? But this first one I've actually taken from Raptor Bacon's channel, so thank you very much to Raptor. The link to both his channel and that video are in the description. So this is where I got it from, and this is called Lorne Thinks He Has Fans. And there's a little kind of compilation that Raptor Bacon has very cleverly put together at the start here, so enjoy.
Well, if you were your mom's age, yeah, I would.
I don't have to tell anybody, just like you said.
So your mother said that.
No, you told me not to tell my mom.
Rhoda, do not be like your mother and make things up.
No, you told me that.
Rhoda.
Why are you lying? What? Not to tell me what?
No, I didn't. Rhoda, don't make things up.
No, you did. You told me not to tell us that my boobs were better.
How much did Tony get of Betty's money?
Oh, Winnie, knock it off.
Shut up.
They're just like fucking Betty. Betty was saying shit on there too. So, next time I send Betty, I'm gonna send Betty $50 this week.
Good.
I'm gonna send her a letter too. I'm gonna tell her if I hear any more about her saying any more stupid shit about me, then she can consider herself paid in full with the entertainment that she gets off of me. That lost me for years.
You stole a bunch of money from her, and she has a negative opinion about you and is expressing it. She doesn't need and deserve money.
I don't give a fuck. I don't need her to get online and fucking say a bunch of stupid shit about me.
Hi, honey. I love you. Wednesday night we have to pretend like we're breaking up.
Okay.
Wait, we have to do that on Yahoo.
Okay.
Okay?
Bye.
Hi.
And so I like that opener. So he's very good at what he does, Raptor Bacon. A few people came in during that one. Evil Little McNuggets, g'day Evil. Cat G, great to see you as always. Lawn Legweek. Duplicarius, g'day. Cool Whip Cat, Cookie Whoopie Pie. Mandy S. Yes, the rotor voice is not great. G'day Shoo Shuey, and look, really sorry to hear about your dog there, Shoo Shuey. Doesn't sound great, obviously there, but I really hope the best case scenario happens there. And don't apologise for the dub. That's what to me, that's what this community is here for. To make fun of Lorne and make sure no one ever forgets the monster that he is, and for supporting each other. So never apologise for, dumping on people, however you put it in the chat. That's what we're here for, Shoo Shuey, and I hope everything goes as best it can there. G'day Laura, and g'day VA Hoss, and C Morgul, and I think that's all that came in there. And g'day to Teacup. Where did it go? Oh no, Patrick Teacup Island. You're here, so we can commence now. That's brilliant. So I had been kind of holding off until you got here, so we'll jump into it now. Thank you for that.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm all right.
What's the matter?
I'm reading all kinds of things to me, and it's just a lot more than what I ever expected.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
All these celebrities paying attention to me, and I never expected all that.
Well, you sound sad about it.
It just makes me nervous.
What do you mean? About what?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Scared of the attention, I guess. Just really makes me nervous.
Well, what are you nervous about, though?
Sylvester Stallone wanted to do a project with me, and Shania Twain wanted to use my story to write a song. It felt seemed that everybody is rooting for me.
I really need to know what this song that Shania Twain would write. I would love to know the song about Lorne. Like, does he think that she's going for a Bob Dylan story, like hurricane type story, or the hurricane song about his wrongful conviction? Like, where is he going there? The lament of Lorne Armstrong.
Nashville, just a lot.
Yeah. You don't have to do any of these things,
Well, I know. I'd love to do a project with Sylvester Stallone. I idolized him so long.
Yeah. So, I mean, if that's the one thing that you want to do, if you only pick one thing, then that's cool.
G'day, Crocker Jones. I'll do my best. No promises, but I'll do my best to make you laugh while you're at work and not wanting to be there. And also, g'day Kevin Murphy and Lorne's Sisters Monk of League and New Lawn Order. Thanks for being here, guys. And Matt Ryan. Congrats on the trade to the Colts, by the way, Matt Ryan. Probably, you know, long time at the Falcons, but a new chapter there towards the end of your career.
I wouldn't
G'day, Kathy Mack.
care if Shania Twain wrote a song about it either. It's just, it's all so fast.
Yeah.
It makes me nervous.
Well, that's usually how things happen. Once something is trending, it'll get one person's attention. And all celebrities know each other.
I was on the phone with them earlier when I was in the truck. I got done work. I couldn't help but cry.
Why did you cry?
Just reading the chat and just everything. It bothers me.
And I love this thought that, as Debbie's saying, all celebrities all talk to each other. I just love this thought that they're all, on their little messaging apps to everyone, or when they're on the red carpet talking about Lorne, like, have you heard about Lorne? Is there any update there? What can we do to get this justice righted? It's just so amazing, these little scenarios they play out. And g'day, Cody S. and Bog Moses Jones and the Lorne Identity. Great to see you as always, buddy.
That chat bothers me so much.
So fucking much.
I know that the chat bothers you, but it bothers everybody. It happened, and it can't be ignored anymore.
Shit came from my mouth, and that's just like, I fucking read it.
I know it's embarrassing because you're having to say it to me and to Emma, and you're saying it in front of everyone else. You're not doing it in the privacy of your apartment. You're not doing it in secret to someone who's not going to know any better, or, who's not turning off her computer and walking away.
I almost wish now that we would have waited to put it online, did the whole thing first.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that? It's not going to stop you from continuing.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, at least when I didn't have this attention. I said, Roscoe, what are you doing in there? Get out here. Under the table. I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Probably chasing a roach or something.
I've never seen him get under that part of the table before. But then he's just trying to get my attention. And I'm sorry.
So, I mean, they're just making comments. You haven't had any agents contact you, because that's how it would go. They're not going to, set this up themselves, I would imagine. I think that, there's going to be a lot of people who would have to kind of put things together. And
Sylvester Stallone's agent ringing him up. Oh, is that Mr. Armstrong? Yeah, good on you. And then he can't hear him properly, so he'd be smacking his headset down. It's like, are you sure about this, Sylvester? And g'day, James Sanders. Hi to Christina. And g'day to Anne O'Rourke. Great to see you both.
And I don't think it's just going to happen overnight just because they made a comment on your video. They could have already forgotten about it. Who knows?
Well, I told them that she'd have to let them know that they'd have to contact me through her.
Okay, yeah, that would be a good idea.
Because she's got, I guess, my email. An email she set up for me from before or something.
Okay.
I don't know, I guess.
Oh, g'day, WCCC and Josh S.
Her email is on. Roscoe, what the hell are you doing? My God, dude. They're burying his nose right under my crotch.
Ew.
He does that with everyone.
Well,
I don't
dogs
know where
do
he gets
like
that
to
from.
eat poop, so.
Well, Winnie would love him. Winnie would love him.
Yeah.
He's just loving. He's a very loving dog.
Okay, so don't yell at him like that.
I know. He just
I know.
Every time every time I pet him, it's like I get a handful of hair.
Well, maybe he
comes
needs
off
a
him.
bath because he has an undercoat that's coming out.
Yeah, he does need a bath, but I can't get to him until Sunday.
Why? Why on earth can't he give it to him until Sunday? How long does it take to bath your dog? And what exactly are you doing? You could be, if he's has that much hair that it's literally coming out when you pat him, stop fucking talking to your fake girlfriend and go and fucking wash your dog, you piece of shit. Can't do it until Sunday. I love it. He like tries to play out like he's got such a busy life. Well, you know, like I can't fit this in anywhere. Like looking at his diary, going, no, back-to-back meetings there, back-to-back meetings there. Oh, you know, I'm in LA on Thursday, so I can't do it then. Just wash your fucking dog.
They can hook the hose up and
g'day, black dog and white whiskers. It's like quite a tandem.
whole handful of hair right there.
Why don't you bring him to like a grooming place?
Because I brush them all the time. I don't have a lot of money right now.
I know that you don't. I'm just saying that if you...
And right now, you know, we've just caught him on a bad week where he's had a lot of expenses. You know, previously he was fine for money, and you know, in the near future he'll be right again. But just right now, he's just strapped for cash. And g'day, Egbert, and JMTCG.
you wanted to get him a really good bath and a comb out, then they're going to be able to do it right, and they're going to know how to do it. It's probably going to be like $30.
Yeah, well, I know somebody that's starting a grooming business. Maybe she ought to come up and do that for me.
No, she's not going to do that.
I do if you watch out on me.
So Debbie's starting a grooming business, so there'll be two groomers talking to each other then. Ba-boom. I need to get one of those fucking, what are those things? Soundboard where I can do like a ba-boom ching.
Anyway, so don't worry about what celebrities are saying right now. It could end up being a really, really great thing for you. Did you know what Kim Kardashian's doing?
No.
She's getting people out of prison.
Well, I know.
What? She just said, do you know what Kim Kardashian's doing? No. She's getting people out of prison. Oh, I know. I'm like, do you, Lorne? Because I don't think you do. I think this is another case of you are just not listening to what's being said and waiting for your turn to talk. And g'day to Scorchy.
Okay,
But
so,
remember,
I mean...
Remember what me and you talked about the other day? I don't think I should be off the register because...
No, you can't be off. Yeah, you can. Absolutely, you cannot be off the registry. You need to be monitored forever. So it's not a matter of that. I'm not saying that there should be this campaign to get you off the registry or off of probation, any of that. None of that should happen.
Well, probation is the one thing that I think I want to be off of.
No, because you don't even know how to do that. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I'm being honest.
What was the lie detector test that you took recently?
That's the first one that I failed. That was because of the alcohol.
So he's being honest, but he has just failed a lie detector test. Like he believes honesty is just saying I'm being honest afterwards. Like honesty is not actually saying the truth. It's just making sure you finish with I am being honest. Like I can imagine this prick in court, and it'd be like, you know, I didn't mean to go there, and I am being honest. And the judge just, you know, turns to the clerk and says, well, he's being honest. All right, off you go. G'day, Dark Atheist, and Melvin Mason. Lorne says he does not have a lot of money. Then what the fuck does he have 2 dogs? These dogs do people take care of. Yep. And g'day to the guy. Hi buddy, what's up? You put that in the refrigerator. And g'day Heather Feather.
That is not the first time you actually failed.
Yeah,
you happened to pass. But you would have failed every single one, Lauren. You've never stopped drinking. Don't give me that.
They never asked me about drinking before.
Oh, okay.
But
Did they
I've
ask
asked
you
every one of
about?
them except for
Did
that
they
one.
ask you about phone sex? Did they ask you about sending naked pictures? Is any of that good? Does that follow the terms of your probation?
I don't think they asked me about that. I don't think.
Okay, well, whatever. The point
I can't remember.
is that the terms of your probation have to be followed in order for you to be successful. And if you're not able to do that, you don't deserve to be off of it.
I've got you. It keeps me straight anyway.
Not.
She's doing a fantastic job. I mean, you have not slipped up since she came into your life. G'day Wayne Tech 10 and also Blanco Jumbo.
Really. You go off and you're going to do whatever you want. And I'm not going to follow you around forever. That's ridiculous.
I know. I'm open for more someday.
Okay, but the point is that you have to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, and you have to be able to monitor your own behavior and be a good person instead of needing someone to tell you what to do all the time.
I know.
Jesus.
So they've never asked you about alcohol before this test?
No.
Why do you think they asked you about that?
I don't know. I think. Because people had called before about me drinking and saying that I was drinking that I was drunken at my house right then, and they said the cops, and the cops came and I weren't drunk, but they had so many calls of me being drunk, and some of it was because Roy was here. They had so many calls from the church to call about me being drunk that's when they started asking me the questions.
Okay.
So that's that.
Do the questions change every single time?
Yep.
That's probably just to make sure that you're not practicing.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Did they ever ask you about phone sex and sending explicit photos of yourself or receiving them?
No.
They've never asked you about that?
No.
That's interesting.
Okay. I highly doubt that, and especially with his whenever Lorne is thinking and the cogs are turning, he's usually lying. And g'day Shins. Thanks for being here, mate. And g'day Johnny. And yeah, look, it's pretty much just Tiffany. Like, it's just when Tiffany's on, if it's good content, it's just because I'm trying not to fuck it up, basically.
I'm just really curious. I've never taken a test like that before, so I wasn't sure like what they would be asking you.
I can't remember exactly what they asked me now. I've taken 3 of them, I think. I think this was the 3rd one, I think. Okay. The 4th one. It might have been the 4th one. It's the first one with this one. With the other provider that I was with before, I think I had 2 or 3 there.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I really do want to get back to the person that I used to be.
And I love it when he says this, because what person is he referring to? Like, at what point in his life does he think he was a good person and that's the person he wants to get back to? Because it's going back a long way. Like, I hope he doesn't think that, you know, just before going to the Sting House was the person he wants to be, or just before the move to Nashville is, you know, the person he wants to be. Because he's been shit for a long time. Like, I'm guessing he's thinking back to when he was 2 or 3, when he had no control over anything and he couldn't be the absolute fuck up that he is. That's the time he wants to go back to.
Well, hopefully even a better version, because it sounds to me like the person back then was damaged too. I mean, it led you to what you became.
Yes, Winnie's boyfriend / husband. I want to get back to the times I was grooming children before people found out about me. That's probably what he's actually meaning.
But I was damaged back then. I knew what.
Okay.
You know, but I didn't have anybody that I could say anything to because, because what my family would think. And,
well, I think now is a really good time for you to really evaluate those things in your life that you want to change and the reasons why you're wanting to change them. And it's not about making someone happy or doing it to get praise from me or to make me proud. That can't be the primary reason. The primary reason is because you don't want to do it.
Well, I want to live a good life. That's what I want to live.
Okay, so what does that mean to you?
I think the ship sailed there. G'day, g'day, DeP's fashion consultant and sizable beetlebug. And is it? I've got no idea how to say her names. SXOTT and the rest. But g'day. Sorry.
It means shaking my ass out.
And what does that mean to you? The thing is. Well, the thing that I will say that I think is going to go along with if you were to start making a list of things that you want to change is that in order for you to make these types of changes, you have to be specific about them. It's like when someone says, my goal in life is to be happy. They have to drill that down and be able to turn it into something that they can see or feel or list out in specific actions that they can take in order to make themselves happy and not just have it this broad statement that has no action attached to it. So it's the same thing with you when you say, I want to live a good life. It needs to be more than that. It needs to be very specific. And that can include things that you're not going to do and things that you're going to do. If you don't do that, if you can't even take the time to do that, then you're going to be the same person that you are now in another 12 years.
No, I don't want to.
Good. So that's where your work comes in. You can't just sit back and talk about things in terms of it bothers me when I do that. I hate when I do that.
Bothers me.
And still keep engaging in the same behavior that you're saying that that bothers you, because ultimately it doesn't really bother you all that much. That behavior hasn't become painful enough that it's pushing you in the direction to change yourself. So there's so many things that you're looking for in someone else to do for you that are absolutely impossible.
I rely on people too much.
You do. You rely on people way too much. You rely on them to give you happiness and support, but you also rely on them to be the reasons why you fall short in a lot of ways in your life. That's where the blame game comes in.
Yeah. He wants no accountability. Even for good stuff. He wants his success or failure to be all on other people. And g'day Shawshank and also Alison K. G'day Alison. I agree the stream art is top notch. This was done by Asbury Brad, so thank you very much again, Asbury Brad. And g'day Cornville Councillor.
It's because of my brother.
Oh, and ADD. Didn't see you sneak in there, you little ninja.
It's because of my mom. It's because people left me. It's because I didn't have friends growing up. They all abandoned me because I wouldn't play basketball. People weren't good workers, and so I had to abandon the job at Betty's home. So it becomes their problem too.
Well, I try to sort it out, and that's the only way that I know how to sort it out. Just try to figure out exactly what happened.
Well, yeah, but the issue is, Lauren, and I absolutely agree. I think that it takes a lot of self-reflection and a lot of time, to really focus in on that and say, why did this happen? The thing is that when the answers come to you, and you disregard them because it's not what you want the answer to be, in that it's not putting the blame on someone else. It's not something that was outside of your own control. Your response to that is to continue searching for the answer. And that's why you've come to this point 12 years later, when you're still asking yourself the same questions that are answered in the evidence that's available. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, he doesn't.
I keep asking myself the same questions over and over, and I never get the answer.
Well, it's not that you're not getting the answers, that you're not accepting the answers that are there, because it's not filling something that you're looking for. Like, the blame is on someone else, and it's not your fault. You were powerless. Does that make sense? Do you think that's been your pattern?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So I think about it, and it's like I know how to say the word no.
This is another thing he focuses on, like, he knows how to say no now. He didn't know how to say no before. Like, it's not... I mean, as Tiffany very succinctly put it in one of the calls, I think it was the pedophile call, you know, you weren't asked for anything. Well, she was referring to Carla at this point, but she didn't ask you for anything. There was nothing to say no to. Like, in none of these circumstances has just your inability to say no to someone caused any of this. Like, it's just crazy. But he has picked this up, I'm certain, in one of his counselling sessions. Whether or not, you know, because he'll say stuff, and I go back and forth on whether the counsellors or therapists have actually said this to him, or they just talk general and he goes, that's great, I'll cling on to that. But we know no competent therapist would say to him, look, you know, all these problems stem from you not being able to say no. But by the same token, not every therapist is going to be a fantastic therapist. And it could just be the case that they are saying these things to him because they know he's a lost cause. He is never going to come around. He is there because it is court ordered that he has to be there. He's not there because, you know, he wants to get better. So they're just like, yeah, Lorne, like he's pitching these things up and like, yeah, Lorne, maybe. Yeah, maybe you did try to rape several children because you couldn't say no. Doesn't make much sense, but why not? Why not, buddy? Just get the fuck out of my office. Who knows? But I get really sick of hearing that, if I'm being completely honest. And g'day Arcola R and Gorilla Face Gwen. I hope you're real proud of yourself, Gorilla Face, for what you produced here. And g'day to David Kendrick and Coyote Lady 613. Wow, a few of you came in there while I was banging on. More crap for putdowns. You are late to your own stream. How can you be late to your own stream? Righto, guys. We're going to start from the beginning because because More Crap for Putdowns has finally arrived at her own stream. Sadface09. Good day to you, Smokey the Cat. I've had no real issues so far, Smokey the Cat. You'll be pleased to hear.
I remember talking about this in class with Allie too. It's just trying to, I'm saying the word no. I guess it's just trying to figure out, you know, why is it that I have to say the word no to somebody that knows better than to do the things that they did? I mean, like my brother Ralph. Mm-hmm. All the screwing me that he did, he knew exactly what he was doing. Mm-hmm. And me idolizing him like I did all my life, how could he screw me like that?
Because you allowed it to happen. And I'm not one to point the finger at a victim of someone else. The responsibility comes in when it's a continued action that someone's taking. He's not, you know, it's not his responsibility that you idolized him growing up. That's really nice, but it's not his responsibility. That's not the reason for him to act the right way. His reasoning to act the right way should be because he also needs to not hurt people. And he needs to be a good guy too.
Yeah, well, to tell him that would be something different.
I would love to tell him that.
Yeah, well, wouldn't matter what Ralph thinks about Ralph.
Okay.
Lori thinks about Lori.
Okay. So everyone...
Paul thinks about Paul. That's all they care about.
Okay.
Lorne thinks about Lorne. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know his siblings. For all I know, they are the absolute piece of shit he paints out. I doubt they're as bad as that, but I think it's in the realm of possibility they're also not amazing people. But the fact that this guy, who is the most selfish person I have come across, at least, keeps talking about how selfish other people are, I mean, glass houses, buddy. And g'day to Mutang, and also, I don't know, there was someone else. Hello to you.
But the thing is that...
Oh, the time machine, that's who I was missing.
When you look at that, and you have to say to yourself, was I really a true victim of his behavior? If he was screwing you over, or whatever it was that was happening. When it keeps happening, I think that it comes on to you as well to say, am I going to allow this to happen to myself anymore? My life is worth so much more than this.
That's where the word no comes in.
Absolutely. Yeah. And again, it's not as far as like pointing at a victim of someone and saying that you're part of the problem, because that's not what it is. I'm saying that in the case, when it comes to you interacting with people, you can see that there is a huge pattern that's there. And you have difficulty walking away from situations and people that are not good for you.
Well, like Tony.
Well, yeah, it could be like Tony. It can be like other people in your life too. But there's something about you that takes over, that makes that drive that you have to connect with them and to combat your loneliness, that is a lot stronger than the negative impact that they have in your life until after that's over.
Definitely get changed shit that I do, because I don't want to live like I did before. I don't want to live like I have done. I want a much better life. I want to be a lot happier.
Okay. So again, define what makes you happier. What is that going to be? That's the type of stuff that you want to write down.
Okay.
And we can go over that. I would be happy to.
You make me happy.
Okay. And there's going to be
the first one that I've ever told anybody that I take over Olivia Newton-John. Emma asked me that earlier.
She asked you what?
She asked me if I was giving you a hug and Olivia Newton-John was there. But she asked me if Olivia Newton-John was bending over, if I thought. I said, Emma, I'd have to look.
Oh my god. This is so bizarre. I don't know why his mum is even asking this. I mean, if she is, I mean, you can never really trust anything he says, but this is really weird. And what an odd compliment that Debbie did not ask for. And g'day to Rachel D and Pee Wee the Great. And Pacalona, thanks for being here, guys.
Do anything wrong.
Right.
She said, I think she said, would you take Debbie over Olivia Newton-John? I said, yeah, in a heartbeat.
Well, awesome.
Yeah. You're totally awesome.
Thank you. But I'm hoping that the list is going to be a lot longer with things that are within your own life about yourself.
Stop smoking. Make me really happy.
Okay, so
Yeah, and that is great context there, Egbert. He says, remember after this call, he yells at Debbie, go fuck your fucking cocksuckers, you took me away from Winnie. So, the next call after he's saying, how great Debbie is, that she's right up there on that pedestal with Olivia Newton-John and, has done so much for him, he is screaming at her for having the audacity to reject him, essentially.
that can be part of your list, and then coming up with ways in order to do that. Who's that barking?
Yeah, and I think you're exactly right there, David Kendrick. That Lorne's angling for a compliment or a sexual overtone to the call. I think, bringing in talking about, because everyone knows, how much he idolises Olivia Newton-John. So I think, as you put so well, he's either thinking that Debbie will respond with, oh, wow, thank you, Lorne, that's lovely. Look, and you're, my John Travolta or some bullshit, I don't fucking know. Danny Zuko. Or just the fact that then he talks about if Olivia Newton-John was bending over, like he's just trying to get that sexual element in there, like, oh wow, Lorne. So that was like not a very good sexy woman voice.
It's Roscoe.
What is he barking at?
G'day, Rachel D. Great to see you.
Probably barking at deer. He's looking out towards the woods, so he's probably barking at deer. There's about 4 or 5 of them that go across there every morning and every night.
Oh, okay.
And he's actually a doorbell or a deer bell for my neighbors. He said
I guess so.
Whenever Roscoe starts barking like that, it's about 10 minutes later, deer come walking across the field.
Oh, okay.
Back of their house.
I gotcha.
Debbie could not give a fuck.
Always have tried
G'day, Chloe Dubois.
to quit smoking. Hasn't worked so far.
Okay.
I don't want to try can't take drug. I don't want to try that because they said that depression and stuff like that can come along with that. But I know I can do it.
Mhm.
It's just hard in the truck. It's hard.
Yeah, it's a habit. It's just like any habit that's been ingrained. It's going to be difficult to break because as soon as the high of having the cigarette goes away and you're getting triggered to engage in that, whether it's getting in your truck or waking up in the morning or you've finished eating, something like that, when those things come up and you're not able to smoke, that's when you're going to start to really miss smoking.
Yeah.
So if you think about all the times that you've told yourself or me or anyone else that you're going to quit smoking, what was happening at the time?
Well,
I mean, what were you physically doing at the time when you said, I'm going to quit smoking?
Oh, I think I come home.
Well, the answer is that you were smoking.
Yeah.
So if you're holding a cigarette and saying, this is my last one, it's very easy to say that because you're smoking at the time. So you're not going to have that trigger happen and not have the response of having a cigarette that hasn't happened yet. So you're not going to feel that discomfort. It's going to be very comfortable at that moment because you're able to have the smoking.
I think a lot of the times was when I get drunk because I would chain smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And my chest would feel so heavy that I could go hours without a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was already so hard to breathe. If I smoke another one, it hurt.
Yeah.
So that made it easy to say it then. But then whenever I get, breath back in me again, all that smoke out of me,
yeah,
I'd get the craving.
Exactly. And then what do you do with the craving?
cure it with a cigarette.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow, Lorne really breaking down addiction there. Well said, Dr. Armstrong. G'day, Moton G, the doctor therapist. Lee agrees, evil twin. G'day to Rage-filled virgin. And g'day to Yarn Queen.
So if you want to stop smoking, you would say, I'm stopping smoking now. I'm not going to have another one. That's it. And then you work on, what am I going to do now? You have to replace it with something.
But the hard part is when I'm in the truck.
Right. It's a habit.
It's not much I can replace it with in the truck.
The steering
Well,
wheel?
you can sing.
Oh, I do that anyway.
Yeah, but you can do that without smoking.
Yeah, but I don't have anything to do with my fingers.
Okay, you're just making
Man.
excuses right now.
Well, no, I'm telling you, that's part of the thing. 'Cause even after I sing a song, if I don't know the next song that comes on or something, then I'll light a cigarette up and I've got something to do with my hand.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you can hold on to the steering wheel. How about that?
I do that with my other hand.
Why not two fucking hands then, okay? If it's such an issue to do something with hands, why not hold the steering wheel with two hands? Especially seeing you're driving such a big fucking vehicle.
Or you can click a pen or something, or do something. I had a teacher in school who quit smoking. She was a very heavy smoker, and she took up chewing gum. She chewed gum all the time. She was like, I have to do it because I had to get rid of that, so I had to take over something else, and this isn't as bad. So.
And he's still doing this shit about, when I'm trying to quit smoking, I need something to do with my hands. Like, he was saying this to Kayla, and then referencing that, well, when you're here, it'll be easy for me to quit smoking because I can, use my hands for something else then. Disgusting little perv.
Yeah, well,
I'm going to do that.
I tried to quit smoking once, but with candy. I sucking on candy.
Okay.
Candy.
You're going to get a good laugh out of this one. Our place still laughs about it today. But the place where Clark's Milk, where I used to work for.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the biggest farm in Maine. We used to get milk from there. And
Okay.
the dad, Butch Clark, he died.
Okay, so what's with the candy?
He is the worst storyteller I've ever come across. He takes a 10-second story and just puts it into 20 minutes. It's like, oh, this guy and his father and then his brother's sister used to, just get to the point where you shit your pants, Lorne.
Okay, well...
You're fucking killing me over here.
Sorry. I decided to quit smoking. So I figured I'd use candy. But I didn't want all that sugar.
Okay.
So I decided to use sugar-free candy.
Mm-hmm.
And I went over and told Bush that when I got my load of milk. And he just smiled and he didn't say anything. Well,
you shit your pants.
From Canaan, from Canaan all the way down to fucking Portland, I ate that whole bag of sugar-free butterscotch candy, not realizing that it was like a laxative.
Oh, wow.
So
did you shit your pants?
I came damn close.
Oh.
I was so close. I was squeezing my butt cheeks, and I was holding my ass.
And g'day Kid A Yo and Medium Syllables and Riley O'Brien and also IS Jones, first time catching it live. Well, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that compliment and I appreciate you being here. And just on this, so a few people have very rightly put in the chat about taking abroad, and as you say, David Kendrick, the main problem with taking abroad is it's a 5-page story jammed into 200 pages. Now, everything that is taken abroad, what the actual, this is the thing that does my head in about Lorne, the actual space story, it could have been a really good story. Like the whole thing about, a guy goes over to Iraq, is traumatized by the things he sees there, and develops PTSD, and then goes on to become a killer himself. That is the premise of a fantastic book, but he fucked it up so incredibly, like he couldn't have fucked it up more. Like the fact that he spent 75% of the book talking about his fucking mum and fucking ham cubes. Like, it was more of a cookbook at times than an actual book. And then right at the end, where you could have got into the real juicy part of the book, where he started turning into this serial killer that couldn't control it. Like, not only the fact that was squeezed into such a tight space, because he had to talk about expelling dampness and ham cubes and all that other shit. Like, he filled up just so much crap, and he just tried to fit in that. I mean, that should have been the biggest part of the book. The biggest part of the book should have been his transformation. But he completely fucked it in that he couldn't keep the story straight about whether this guy was blacking out when he was doing these deeds and couldn't remember, whether he was completely in control, and then all the absurdity about his victims feeling sorry for him, and that it was just crazy. I think I am going to read and analyze Taken Abroad one of these days, because it really blows my mind. But I'm just leaving a bit of a space between when Andrew and the gang did it, because they did it so much better than I could. So at least if I give it a bit of time, people might might forget how much better they did. And g'day to Tracy Hamill. Oh no, I've already said hello to you. I take back my g'day. UFO Death Cult, Dylan Buchanan, and T Hizity and Sting. G'day all you guys that just came in.
And I was walking
And Pink Puggins.
really funny.
Oh my god.
Before, you remember Tim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
There you go. That was about the outcome.
That sucks. Well,
Oh God!
Yeah,
I would
maybe-
never do that again.
yeah, maybe you can find something else that'll help you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't ever use sugar-free candy like that.
All right. Good. Good. It's not good for your decayed teeth either. Nothing. Do you want me to call Emma?
I'm not ready to read yet.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
No, I still gotta eat. I haven't eaten yet.
Oh, well, she did say that she's going to be going somewhere tonight, so do you think we
Okay.
can read it? Oh, yeah. I don't know if you
Give
can.
me, like-
hold on.
Oh, so this is right in between where they're reading the chat log.
Give me like 20 minutes. Would that be okay?
Let me just text her really quick. Hang on. All right, go ahead. She said
Okay.
yeah, she said she can wait. Okay. All right, then. We will give you a call in probably like a half hour or something like that. Okay. Whenever she gets
It's
back,
what
she'll
now?
let me know.
Okay.
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 Okay. Bye.
Alright, that's that one there, guys. And g'day, Blue Boy. I just noticed you in the chat there, mate. Thanks for being here. Loving the videos that are coming out. They're just, as I've said before, like, it is amazing to see these videos, because before you just kind of have to imagine what he's looking like when he's crying or screaming or this kind of stuff, but imagine no more. So thank you for that, and I hope there's more to come, and I hope we get a bit more fleshed out on what this whole thruple thing and that is. No pressure, obviously, but it's great. It's so great to see kind of new content in real time. So thank you very much for that. I greatly appreciate it. And g'day Danforth Anchors and No. So let's have a little bit of a palate cleanser, shall we? With another destination fact.
Hey, yarn, you big bloody beautiful bastards. Here's me face.
Stick around until after the video and I'll tell you more about these new audio keychains on AussieManShop.com.
Flippy 1, Flippy 2, spinny spinnies, Freddy to the gods, kapow! Nailed it.
Let's kick off DF Volume 16 with some heavy industry. These blokes have got a boat, a crane and a big container. This guy is acting like he can lift and move the container with his arms. There's one of these cocky bastards at every job site. Things are going well. Wait, no, game over. That was not a smooth operation. Abandon ship, abandon crane, abandon whatever you can. Someone is definitely ending up in destination fucked regarding their employment status. They have. Oh, they gotta make it. No.
Oh my
nah.
God.
That little tap piece says, "I've got you forever. Your soul is mine, you old truck." Meanwhile, over at the fast food restaurant, someone thought technology could help efficiency and fucked. What's happening at Hooters lately? Bad things are happening. The Destination F'd demon has also infiltrated Hooters. Go home, ladies. Call it a day, I reckon. Blue skies, shirtless fella, sprinting towards the edge of a bridge, and whammy, say goodnight to your back. Regrets, right here on this video frame. Many regrets. Yeah, nah, Destination F is not always about physical regrets, but also mental regrets. Oh, it's Lionel Messi. Get his autograph on your poster, or don't, because you never checked your friggin' bloody pen. Over to Australian football. With a simple spinny spin, you can send two of your opponents to Destination F. Perfection by the Brisbane Lions. Ah, bugger. An annoying guy in the workplace. Oh, was that instant karma? It was preemptive karma. Justice before the annoying act was committed. Yeah, walk away. I do have to see that again. He's genuinely dizzy. I love how he goes back to looking professional. Yeah. What are the results of those white blood cells? It was a regular day in Croatia. Croatians were doing Croatian things. Walking on the footpath, driving in cars, going places is a big part of the culture. Holy shitballs, titty fuck, that was not pleasant. Surprisingly, everyone's okay. He's taking a moment to process it all, fair enough. These legends are helping the driver to go get a Panadol and a mid-strength beer, and well, this bloke that was crossing the road, he's going to the underwear shop. No stops along the way, just go get a whole new six-pack of undies, I reckon. Anyway, be safe out there, everyone, and always try to avoid destination fucked. Remember to like and subscribe, yeah. This is the greatest
that was another good one. That U-Haul, man, like, fucking hell. That, honestly, I think when that happens, you just run. Just lose your deposit, disappear, pretend this never ever happened. And yes, we drive on the right side of the road over here, David Kendrick. So I think we've got enough time for this other little quick one. So this one is it's a Winnie call. It's called actually, where did it go? Winnie and Lorne Speak Part 1. So this is part of a larger series, but this comes just on the back of the epic Day of Drunkenness saga. So essentially, Winnie broke up with Lorne there, and this is Lorne crying and being a little bitch trying to get her back. So enjoy.
Hello.
Why are you texting me all day long?
Because I love you. Because I love you and I know I messed up.
You say you know you messed up, but now you're going to tell me all these reasons why everything you do is just fine, right? Is it going to be more of that? 'Cause I can't do that anymore.
No, there's not going to be more of that. But I don't want you to leave me just when I mess up. I don't leave you. I break up with you when you mess up. I told you forever. I meant forever with you.
I meant forever with you.
I wasn't kidding about how much I love you.
There's some things that you do that you're not going to do anymore. If you're going to be in a relationship with somebody and You don't want to stop doing those things, so there's no relationship and no chance.
I do want to stop doing them things. I do want to.
Ah.
And I know I can stop drinking. It's nice to have a beer every now and then with a friend. And I've gotten so I don't care to go to over Tony and Wendy's.
Hi, how are
you? Huh?
Okay, like a beer once.
And yes, Evil Little McNuggets. So after my stream is Winnie's boyfriend / husband with the one and only Tiffany Lockhart. So hopefully everyone can check that one out. I'm sure you guys will.
In a while with your friends is not what you do. You down 6 to 12 to 18, get on the phone, ruin my whole fucking night and week by screaming at me. That's 2 days out of the week. That's 2/7 of the time that we've spent together, and we haven't even been face to face. I can't do it, Lauren. It's getting too close to us meeting up, and you're not changing. All you're doing is giving me lip service, and you're whining like a little baby, and I can't anymore.
I'll change it completely, okay? I'll stop doing it. When I go over to Elton's, I'll only have 1 or 2 beers with them. Is that okay? And I don't even go over to Elton's. I don't even go over to Elton's that often.
Is that okay? Is that okay, Winnie, if I only have 1 or 2 beers? Like, what a little bitch. Like, honestly, like, that is so pathetic. You're a grown man. I mean, and while you shouldn't be drinking, because probation says you can't, just hearing a grown man going, is it okay if I only have 1 or 2 beers? Is so hard to even listen to. And g'day Gorilla Spawn and Dean Fulford. And also Edamame. Great to see you, Edamame. Haven't seen you for a little while. And yeah, someone asked something which I wanted to answer, and now I can't see what it was. So that's just fucking great. Yeah, I've never heard this. That's what I was going to refer to. Alison K saying, "How have you never heard this call?" So this is in the dump, but I've not heard on the stream before, and that's what I like to do every so often is kind of maybe a call that hasn't been heard before, but it is very easy to get kind of bogged down in the greats. So yeah, so it's a nice little one, I think. And also g'day to April the Berserker and Pedro the Great.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to stop drinking completely?
You're an alcoholic. You can't just have 1. You can't just have 2. You can't just stop. All you're going to do is pretend you stopped until I bust you again, and then we're going to break up again. Not going to do it. Go find a drunk woman who wants this kind of bullshit.
I don't want this kind of bullshit. I don't want me to be like that. I want to change. I don't want to be like that to you. I don't want you to do coke either.
I hate you for making Debbie right.
Debbie's not right. Debbie's not right about me. I know Debbie's not right about me.
Last night she said Lauren just doesn't get it. And then just now, you said, do you really want me to completely stop drinking? Yes, moron, that's what I've been saying for months and months and months. You don't get it. You don't have a problem, but you can't stop no matter how hard you try. You don't need help, but you gave up on AA. You're in denial. I'm not in denial. I have a drug problem. I'm not even working on it because I like being fucking high. You have an alcohol problem. You're not going to work on it. You're just going to hide it. I don't like that. And that's not what I'm about. And I hope you have a really fun alcoholic life with another alcoholic who'll put up with that shit.
Don't give up on me. If you love me, why would you just leave me hanging? Why would you just leave me like I don't mean anything to you?
Because I tried with you. You've asked me for chances before, and I've given 11 of them. This would have been 12, but I stopped myself after I counted 11. You do it every time. It's not ever going to change, and neither are you.
It is going to change.
I had breaking point, and no amount of wedding vows are going to make me feel better about being with somebody who makes 2 nights out of my whole week miserable for me because he can't fucking control himself and he can't admit he has a problem.
I admit that I like to have a beer, or that I do like to get drunk.
What?
One night a week.
Really? Really, Lorne? G'day, Tyler Brassford and Zachary Stanford. Get off the coke. No coke. Yeah, g'day, guys.
But I can stop that.
You won't admit that you can't help it. You won't admit that you can't
I
help it.
can help.
You
I
just
can
said
help
I
it.
can stop that. You know you can't.
I can stop it, and I know I can. I don't ever tell myself that I can't, because I know I can.
Well, that is true, Lorne. You never tell yourself you can't do something, even when you should. Like when internally you should be saying, no, I can't do that. You don't do that, so that is something, I guess. And g'day, Majestic Felcor.
I want you to be able to stop coke too. Even though you admit you have a problem, you're not stopping. And every time you do it, that's when you start teasing me and everything.
I'm not going to stop.
That's when you start teasing me, and that's when you start calling me a pedophile and all this other bullshit. Why wouldn't
she never does that when she's sober. It's only when she's off her face. Exactly, Lorne.
why would you not want to stop?
Why would you want to stop that? The whole point of having a conversation with you is to tease you and call you a pedophile. That is the only joy you would get out of a relationship with Lorne.
Because I like to be high. It's fun.
And yeah, I've changed. I remember the first stream I did with Tiffany. She asked, like, I was commenting about, how I think it's amazing what people could do with the catfishing, and she asked, could I do it? And I said blankly no. I wouldn't have the patience for it. I couldn't do it. But and I couldn't put up with it. But I've changed my answer. I would, if I was ever in a position. I mean, I'm sure that being an Australian male, I'm not really in his wheelhouse. But I would love to talk to him because I would love the opportunity, and it would be worth, saying, oh, Lord, mate, you're a good guy, buddy. Yeah, look, look, you're a good fella. Just so I could get to the point where, he talks to me enough where I could just call him a pedophile and just tell him how much of a piece of shit he is. That would be the cleanest, best pleasure.
To be high off pot. Why does it have to be coke?
Why does it have
pot
to be
makes you laugh.
Why does it have to be more than one?
It doesn't.
And exactly, so we just and g'day JCD. So it's just straight into, let's not talk about my problem, let's talk about yours. When she has already said she knows that she has a problem with coke, but she likes doing it and she doesn't want to stop. Now, whether or not that is, the right thing or not, it's her own business. David Kendrick, pardon the question, but I don't know if you have them in Australia ever eaten a catfish. We do have catfish, and no, I don't. I have never eaten one. They are disgusting. I would never eat one. I mean, I don't know if we've got different catfish over here, but I've unfortunately caught a few when fishing, and they are just they look gross to me, and like they get all this like weird oil that comes off them when you pick them up. So no, not for me.
I can stop, and I want to stop for you, and for me, and for us. I don't want to be like that. But I don't want you to do coke and start teasing me and calling me pedophile and all of these other names that you don't do when you're not doing coke. When you smoke pot, you laugh and you're fun. When you do coke, you get vicious with words to me.
Actually, Jose, I could say that I'm Paul Hogan, and he is into his 80s movies. So, g'day Lorna, it's Paul Hogan here. You might remember me from such films as Crocodile D 1 and 2. Mate, I've been watching some of your cooking shows, and while they're great, that's not a knife. This is a knife, buddy.
I love you, and I know that we can work out. I'm willing to stop doing things.
You need to stop calling me.
Huh?
Huh? And listening to Lorne's ha's, there are different ones. So when he thinks he's heard something insulting, it's that one right there, the huh? Huh? But when he has heard you say something complimentary and he just wants to hear it again, it's that a huh? Huh?
What? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And
What-
g'day, Anthony R and C and J Dev.
You say?
You're not getting it, Lauren. You gotta leave me alone now. You're a drunk. I don't want to be with you. You're a liar. You're in denial.
I'm a liar. I'm a liar because I mess up drinking.
You're a liar because you constantly tell me you're not drinking and you're not driving, but you're always doing both. What else do you lie about? Probably everything.
I will stop. If both of us put in what
I need to stop.
we're supposed to put in, then we
You
really
had your
shouldn't have
chance
any
to
problem.
stop. You've already promised to stop. You've had your chance to do so. You haven't stopped. You haven't changed. The only thing that's changed is the tone of your voice when you scream at me. Right now you happen to be crying. Suck it up. It ain't gonna fucking happen.
And I love this. I love Winnie like this. Like, I love it when she is, she's... I mean, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy some of the craziness of Winnie. Like, in small doses, I think you really need to take that in small doses. But when she is perfectly straight and she's just giving it to Lorne how it is, and, she's the one in charge, I love it because I'm sure it does Lorne's head in. Like, because he thinks that he had one over someone, but she's just like, no, suck it up, be a man, just, it's not happening. Like, this is good.
You fucked up. I am not interested in being with somebody who has as many problems as you. I have enough all on my own.
So I don't mean enough to you to make us work out.
Nope.
You are not worth it to me. You are not worth the work.
I'm not worth the work.
You hurt me so bad. You'll never fucking change. Your promises are worth shit.
What about your promises?
Oh,
You promised me you
God,
stop
Lord.
teasing me.
But it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, she has said she doesn't want this relationship anymore. You can't work it back. It's not like you're going to go, but what about you? And she's going to go, oh, you know what? I'm an asshole as well. Yeah, that would be stupid to break up with you because I've also been an asshole. It doesn't matter if she's an asshole. She doesn't want to be with you anymore. She doesn't have to justify it any more than she is right here. Another pile of evidence in the he's a virgin / never been in a relationship, because this is what it would be like. It's like, no, you can't leave. And g'day to Kelly Gamer and Juniper. Yeah, thanks for being here.
About damn. You promised me you stop calling me pedophile.
Look how your voice changes when you realize that your manipulation isn't working on me. That's what I mean. Stop it. You're not going to control me or my choice.
You make your choice if you want.
I did
already. You should.
You won't accept it.
I don't want to accept it because I believe in us. It's quite obvious you don't. You're the one who wants to give up. You're the one that wants to give up.
Guilting someone to stay in a relationship.
After all the lies you've told me and you call me a liar. After all the lies you've told me and you call me a liar. 4 months of lies that you gave me. I still never left you.
Inconsequential. I've broken up with you. You still don't get it. You're still talking to me like I fucking care. I am not willing to work on this anymore with you. It's not going to work. You're mean to me.
And that's that one there. So it's a short little one there, but I will do some more of that series in the future. Both the Epic Day of Drunkenness and also the that series after it, which is I can't remember what it's called then, whatever I said, the Winnie and Lorne Speak. There's about 3 or 4 parts to that. And Edamame, what part of Australia am I from? I'm from not the Forex part or the Heath Ledger part. I'm from neither of those parts. So yeah, so look, that'll just about do us there, guys. So maybe let's just have another Democracy Manifesto to finish up, and then we'll call it a night, eh?
Just a moment, you just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Come on.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups.
Why did you do this to me?
Hop in the car. Get some cups.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? How dare get your hands off me.
No, we've only got one cup.
Ta-ta and farewell.
That's all right, just get him in the car.
One cup, look. They even broke.
So yeah, I don't think I'll ever get sick of that one. And so yeah, so that last call is from a longer series, and I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, that one of those calls in that series where Winnie screams that, you know, nobody loves you, nobody ever could, which is amazing. So I definitely will do that one. I'll just, you know, and if I don't do it in the next kind of couple of weeks, just remind me to do it, because I'll forget about it, because I kind of am like, I'll see like a shiny toy, like I'll have calls planned, I'm like, oh, but that call, let's do that call. So, you know, I'm going to do a lawn, and it's on all of you to keep me, you know, to keep me on track there. So look, thanks so much for coming out tonight, guys. It's always amazing to hang out with you all. like that's pinned in the top of the chat, Winnie's boyfriend / husband is streaming in like 7 minutes with the fantastic Tiffany Lockhart. So if you've got the time, please jump over there. I know I'll certainly be there. Yeah, and thanks so much, guys. I will see you again soon. I will be streaming tomorrow. Okay? Delete your archives.